Yes, Bitcoin is safer than any fiat currencies, and we're going to find out why this is the case and why you should buy Bitcoin exactly now. And we saw that Bitcoin finally broke the 25,000 US dollar level, and we came all the way up to the 26,400 US dollars, and then we saw this rejection towards the downside, coming once again under the 25,000 US dollar level, and also underneath this very important 200 moving average on the weekly chart. But guys, if we're going to see this breakout towards the upside, we could expect a fast move towards the upside for Bitcoin, reaching the levels of in between 31,000 and 29,000 US dollar for Bitcoin. So let's say 30,000 US dollars. And why? If we're going to zoom out on the weekly chart, then we can see, yes, we are having a lot of support and also resistance exactly in this area. And underneath this area, we can see that we had a fast move towards the upside and also a fast move towards the downside. So we could expect that, yes, we're going to see this fast move towards the upside for Bitcoin. But guys, we're also going to look at the lower time frames to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term. And yes, the contagion is spreading over to Europe. We're seeing that the Credit Suisse bank is having some liquidity issues. And yes, we're seeing that the Federal Reserve and the governments are helping these banks. Are they really going to help you? We're going to look at all of these factors. So guys, if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe. And most importantly, activate the bell so that you will stay up to date. Welcome back to B4Crypto, and yes guys, I hope you all are doing great, and we're going to start today with the news because yes guys, this contagion of the bank is spreading all the way to Europe, and we're going to find out what we could expect. Credit Suisse to borrow up to nearly 45 billion from Swiss National Bank. And yes, we can see that the governments, the Federal Reserves and also the central banks are helping all of these banks to get the liquidity back. And they're saying that yes, your money is safe in the banks. But guys, is it really true? Are they really going to help you? We're going to go over to the next article. US Fed announces 25 billion in funding to backstop banks. So guys, they're actually going to bail out all of these banks. The Federal Reserve established a funding program for banks, making 25 billion available to eligible firms in a bid to avoid further banking liquidity issues. So guys, yes, the Federal Reserve is bailing all of these banks out, but guys, let's go on. Federal Reserve Board announces it will make available additional funding to eligible depository institutions to help assure banks have the ability to meet the needs of all the depositors. Really? All the depositors? And that is quite important guys, because yes, let's go over to the next article and we're going to ask ourselves the question, how much money is backed by the FDIC? By the end of 2022, the FDIC reported that it has deposit insurance fund had a balance of 128 billion. And first of all, you think, wow, they're having 128 billion to back all your funds. And guys, maybe let's even include this 25 billion that was given from the Federal Reserve. So this would be a total of 153 billion that is in the funds from the FIDC to back all of these banks. But guys, let's go over to the next article to really find out if your money is safe with the banks. The 15 largest banks in the United States hold a combined total of 13.4 trillion in assets as of December 31st, 2022. So guys, you can see that not only 1% is covered from the FIDC. So guys, are you going to hold your money on the banks? No, take your money off the banks and buy Bitcoin exactly now. And we're going to go over to the next article because yes, somebody knows what is going to happen, and Fidelity Crypto quietly went live, giving millions of retail customers access to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yes guys, Fidelity is one step ahead and they're giving access to all of these retail investors to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. And why? Yes, they know what time it is and they know that all of these banks are going to vanish and crypto is the answer. Yes, maybe we're going to see the implementation of CBDCs, but guys, if we look at the charts and the long-term charts, we know that yes, Bitcoin and crypto are now safer than fiat currencies. Because yes, if we compare what Bitcoin has done in the previous 6 years, we can see with the investment of 10,000 US dollars, we would have had 194,000 US dollars even after this massive dump towards the downside and the beginning of a major bull run. So guys, you can see if you would have invested in gold and the S&P 500, you would have seen small profits. Yes, maybe you would have doubled your money or your investment, so this means you would have made 100%. But compare it to this major gain and this major upside to Bitcoin, because yes guys, maybe we're going to see that the S&P 500 and also gold is going to see a massive spike towards the upside. But if we compare the price movement of gold and Bitcoin, we could expect that yes, we're going to see a massive gain for Bitcoin, and yes, maybe gold is going to increase by 100 or even 200%. By that time, Bitcoin will be making a 10x. And guys, if you want to be one step ahead, guys, buy Bitcoin exactly now, because guys, you don't want to be holding gold, because 80 to 90% of all the gold is owned by governments and central banks. And are they going to pump the price of gold so that you're going to be wealthy? No, they're going to manipulate the price of gold to zero. Or they are going to change the laws overnight and make gold illegal. So guys, we're going to go over to the charts to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term, and we're going to start on the daily chart for Bitcoin. And yes, on the daily chart of Bitcoin, we can see that we have reached our high of $26,400, and then we saw this retracement coming all the way back down to the $23,900. So we can see that Bitcoin is at the moment consolidating in between this resistance and support. But guys, we could expect a massive move towards the upside if we're going to break this very important $25,000 level. But guys, let's go on the lower time frames to really find out in what pattern we are at the moment. And we can see if we draw this trend line exactly like this, we can see that yes, Bitcoin is kind of forming the symmetrical triangle, which is a neutral pattern, and it can break out towards the upside and also towards the downside. But if we're going to break out towards the upside, we could expect that yes, Bitcoin is going to reach the price target of $26,900. So let's say $27,000. And with this, we would break this very important resistance. So guys, maybe we're going to see this move towards the upside and once again try to break this major resistance. But guys, if we're going to see this move towards the downside, yes, we could expect that Bitcoin will come back all the way to the 100 moving average on the 4-hour chart, and this would make perfect sense, because guys, if we're going to zoom out, then yes, we can see this wouldn't be the end of the world, because yes, Bitcoin will still be forming higher lows, and maybe we're going to see this correction towards the downside and this fast move towards the upside. But guys, overall, I think that we're going to attempt to break the $25,000. So we really have to wait what we could expect, because yes, guys, maybe we can trade this move exactly from these areas all the way up to this resistance round about the $26,400. But guys, maybe we're going to see this consolidation before we're going to see the next move and this major move towards the upside. And guys, if you always want to stay up to date, make sure to go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group. And guys, if you want to buy crypto on the spot market or trade it on the futures market, make sure to use my BITGET link in the video description below, where you receive a massive deposit bonus. And guys, make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.